We're already here at the end of Act 1, by the way. And it's like 3 streams for an Act 1. That's a long ass Act 1. Not only is it a long Act 1 by itself, but the way I've been playing it makes it long as well. It still feels a little bit like, man, I'm already at the end of Act 1. We're definitely gonna complete Act 1 today. If we're like 75% of the way through, so we'll complete Act 1 and then let's hop around. I have been hearing that the proximity-based quest triggers are very invasive, but we'll work around that. We'll just capture them into our log and we'll complete them later. I want to grab some resources, some statues, open the other domains, and just do a little bit of basking in the frozen north today after we finish AQ. Oh, event trigger. Okay. Word. It also seems like people have been plopping down signs where there is quest triggers as well, so at least we won't be blindsided by it. Or if we're like, okay, maybe I don't need to go over there right now, can I loop around? Or we can handle that later. Excuse me. What? Regardless, hello, welcome everyone. How's it going, Monday? Jobster, Jabrilia, Rainbows, Noah, Halcyon, Tass, Lone Wolf, hello, and what are you? 195 stream streak. Phoenix, Soth, hello, Fabricio, what's going on, everyone? Kira, how are you all enjoying the frozen north, main quest, the Archon quest of the Brozen North, the Brozen North. The Brazen North, some might say. Okay, let's pause that. Brozen North. OQ and Ice. OQ and AQ and Ice Cold Peaks. So far. Birch. Birch? Someone visited us. Let me reiterate something that I always reiterate whenever one of the community members gifts me crystals. I kind of don't need it. Thank you. I do really appreciate it. Don't ever feel like that is something that you have to do or something that any of us expect. This was another anonymous one. On occasion, someone has been like, "Hey, don't mention me by name, but I wanted you gift you these crystals so that you can lock in this character." We've had that before. And I asked like, "Hey, I won't say your name, but can I mention you on stream so I can kind of thank you properly?" Between Exploration Primos alone, I think that we have a lock-in on Odette, and Arlecchino C2 is not a must pull for us. So while I do really appreciate it, it's totally not necessary. So thank you. I haven't made resin or anything, so we can grab another one as well. Just from between Welkin Primos. I've read almost every. Oh, I also have 120 resin. I could use some of that for balls. I'm actually just gonna make. I'll make resin. Where did I leave my train at? It's over here still in Svetla Ledovka. Got at 40, not guaranteed.
never seen this
I can
stuff
just
before.
TP right to it? Oh, go to the train! Oh my word! Calm yourself, camera. You have to get right next to this thing. I guess that's probably for the best. Never mind. No, you have to get right up next to it in order to craft. And then once you are next to it, you can get a little bit further away from it. But that means that you can't accidentally click on it when you're just wandering through. However, you can grab the Primax communicator from right here. There's an Akka that keeps on blooping at me. I'm gonna use those real quick. Oh, also, I did want to let's just go to Catherine, to claim these. Nothing wrong with going to Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild headquarters.
Thank you.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Cool. I still think that Navia C1 is the one that I want. Chi-Chi C1 probably would make more sense. Claran C1 also is pretty meaningful. Right? Or am I thinking of a different person's C1? Claran's C1 is when Hunter Vigil's Night Vigil state is active. When electro damage from Claran's normal attacks hits opponents, they will trigger 2 coordinated attacks from a Night Vigil shade summoned near the hit opponent, each dealing 30% of Claran's attack as electro damage. Considered normal attack damage once every. That's considered normal attack damage. Huh, interesting. And then Chi-Chi regenerates 2 energy when the Herald of Frost hits an opponent. Oh. Also regenerates 6 elemental energy when the Herald of Frost attacks and coordinated attacks hit opponents. That is a very good one for my I think I'll still select Navia. Not all Navia's does is just charge her burst up depending on the amount of crystal shrapnel she uses per shotgun blast. It's really kind of a ho-hum C1, but it means that I could take away essentially all of her ER and put that into crit. And I do use her quite a bit, actually. I haven't used her on stream for a while, but I'm constantly using her as brute force off stream. Oh!
Oh, no. Missed it again.
What are you talking about? How did I miss it again? It's the third time round. It's the third time around this month. What did you miss? The meeting, of course. I overslept this time. The last time I got the commission time wrong, and I only realized it when the client came a knocking. So this time I did get the time right, but I overslept because I'd spent the entire night before preparing my gears and supplies. I wonder if this means I'm really not suited to be an adventurer. You keep on keeping you. I'll probably go for Chi-Chi C1 next, then. I just want Navia C1. I know her burst isn't all that, as far as like the damage of the unit, it's really not even, it's not the main event, it actually is a pretty mid part of her kit, but I just want it.
News every Snezhnayan citizen cares about. Surely you'd like to know too.
Oh. We have wishes to do. Oh, there's a meeting point there as well? Oh. And meeting point at the huntsman's cabin as well. Neat. The Korolevsky Theater sure is lively. It's a real bastion of the arts.
No way. Did you say a ghost?
What are they talking about over there?
It's true, I swear. Everyone's talking about it. The moment it strikes midnight, eerie music echoes from the theater. Someone even saw the ghost shadow dancing on the wall.
That seems normal. You don't have to zoom in this close to this woman's face. A ghost? In the theater?
You're sure someone
Phantom
did just
of
make
the
that up to
Opera?
scare people? Yes, I heard it last night. The sound was so eerie. I don't even know how to describe it.
Curious. I'll come back and take a look in the early hours. Time-based, Time-based. Time-based. Oh, okay, we're just going in, alright. I have to say, with all the lights extinguished, the theater really does feel quite eerie. Is it because it's so empty?
What was that?
It was just the wind. That's a cat. It was just the wind. Did someone leave a window open?
Huh?
Is that really the sound of a piano? Why does it sound so unsettling? Just a wine bottle in the middle of the floor. Duh.
Who's there?
A voice? Where's it coming from?
Traveler?
Hi, why are you here?
Oh, Dad?
Why are you Columbining me as well? Sneak up behind me.
Yes? What were you expecting? A ghost?
So you heard about the rumors.
I have. The eerie music and the dancing ghost.
It sounds like a music
Here.
box, not a,
This is the true form of said ghost.
Oh, that's, could turn that into a, into a Clothar. What is that? An ornament? A decoration?
It's a music box. It was a birthday gift from my mother when I was little. It used to play beautiful melodies, but its internal mechanisms have deteriorated over time. And now... It sounds terrible, doesn't it? It'll take some time to fix, but my daytime schedule tends to be quite packed, and I don't have the right tools at home. So I had to sneak off to my private lounge in the middle of the night.
Wait, did she sneak in through that window that was left open? Did you just say your private lounge room?
Yes, this area belongs to me. Doesn't it look the part?
It's emptier than I imagined. It seems she really does put all her energy into dancing. Sorry, I shouldn't have barged in.
It's fine. To be quite honest, neither of us should be here at this time.
Why are you looking right at camera? To be honest, no one should be here. Not even you. Why are you here? What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here.
But I must say, you're pretty brave. Most would have fled the moment they heard the music or saw a ghost.
Not my first time. So about your music box, what can I do to help? Can I introduce her to Little Nine and Dusky Ming? Why are the two Two of the most memorable ghosts are both Liyue, little Liyue children.
Always eager to help. That's what they say about you. I guess they were right. I appreciate the offer, but I want to fix it myself. But if you could help me collect some relevant materials and keep it a secret from me, I'd really appreciate that.
Consider it done, my lord.
Also, it seems the decor in my lounge doesn't match your expectations. If you want to redecorate it to your liking, you're most welcome.
I am?
Think of it as a reward for keeping my secret.
Alright, cool. We'll put a giant crab statue here. One of Nicole's squirrel statues here. There will be a refrigerator full, an ice box full of butter right there. A reward?
Did you not want one? Vodyanitsa said fans would do anything for a peek behind the scenes.
I was about to say, but I'm not a fan. Definitely don't say that. But I'm not like other boys.
Oh, that said, could you hold off until the music box is fixed? Your redecoration project, I mean.
Why?
It scares people away. Makes it much more peaceful around here.
After that, Odette spends quite some time. Oh, didn't we see that in her trailer? Joint meeting point, Snezhnaya. Share the cryo crystals. Crystals obtained by your adventuring. Construct your companion's meeting points at various locations after certain other conditions have also been met. Then keep raising meeting point levels like usual. Indeed. Okay. Cool. Which means that this will also, the huntsman's cabin will also be an automatic quest trigger. I gotta say that it feels much more. I had teleported to the wrong place. It seems much more pernicious. That's a good word for it. Than it did in previous versions of the game. If they did away completely with proximity-based quest triggers, I would not care. I will do the quest. Just let me do the quest when I'm ready to do the quest. Let it be an icon over a character, and I'll just click on the character. What is so wrong with that? It can be so immersion breaking, and honestly, I think it might turn people off from those world quests if they were doing something else, and then it kidnapped them from what they were doing. That can be really annoying. That is not an incentive. I'm sure that like a lot of people didn't do the like Nazissenkreuz quest lines and stuff like that. Maybe not a lot of people, but there's a non-zero amount of people that just didn't do certain world quests that were very important. So they want to make sure everyone's doing the world quests. The proximity-based quests being so aggressive is not the answer. Okay. What are we at? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 50's nuts, and you 59. I'm focusing. We do not need another Alosha. No, don't you woof at me. Don't you woof at me. I am the one who woofs. I was really if that's another that can get me into the wish as well. If you don't know who I am, then I would tread lightly. He didn't quite sound so Joker-ish when he said that, though. I would tread lightly. And then one with glitter. Yeah. Do you think this will ever be updated? It was really cool having Beto, knowing Beto would come around twice a year. But even when I didn't have C6 Beto, I still was like, it'd be kind of cool if other people could be cycled through here. There's so many 4-stars. Okay. So, that was us throwing 9 at it. So now we're at 68. That's how math works. And then 1 standard.
Such honest passion. How can it not be called beauty?
Such honest passion. How could it not be called beauty? Not how I expected this guy's voice to sound. I don't know why. Of the characters we have, no, not Navia either. Her back is, I was thinking, like, who is, most equipped? Zhongli, although this is...
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Although this is probably pretty thin, like not prepped for snow, but like not snow-ready attire, but he's at least covered. Kazuha's pretty covered. He might be ready for the snow. Not you. You might be. That's pretty ready for the snow. Skirk, it kind of doesn't matter. I don't think Inefa feels the cold. Neither does the Shogun puppet. Everyone here is pretty exposed. Arlecchino, very covered, and also regularly visits Snezhnaya anyway, so very covered there. Definitely not Yoi. Definitely not Chinobro. Kale's legs. Singcho's legs. Bennett's... Not only is his arm, one arm exposed, and his other arm is it is very clearly a light. Even though he doesn't have a lot of skin showing, it's very clearly extremely light clothing. Flynn's, Varka, they would both be very equipped. I mean, Varka was just in Nodcry in the cold, so Venti's leggings, perhaps. Dandelion tights, perhaps. Shenhe's body glove, perhaps. So it's a non-zero amount of people who would be ready for the this is just leather, which is very insulating. Not very insulating, I guess, but. All right, our quest takes place back in, where are we going? Get a load of these guys. What does this one mean? Photo taking point nearby. Consume dishes. I don't know what I expect for the end of Act 1. Acts 1 and 2 are available right now. I don't know what I'm expecting out of it. Even taking the promotional material into consideration, the things that we saw on the live stream that have not yet been seen in game yet, where we know we kind of. You guys have fun with that. I don't know what I'm expecting. Snezhnaya gives you butter at the end. Word. More of these. It's cool that there's a ton of them in the city. There's a Ock over there somewhere. Here's our quest target. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of the Blood on the Ice quest when you start that quest in what's that in Winterhold. Why am I getting so many Skyrim memories as we're wandering around Snezhnaya? Specifically Snezhnegrad. The strongest books is a strong offense. Oh hey, it's just right up there. Butter in your tea. Might have something to do with the snow. It might simply be that. Snow. This just reminds me a lot of the Blood on the Ice when you start that quest in Winterhold. You show up and there's just a dead person splayed out on with blood everywhere, splayed out on a tombstone. That was in Winterhold, right? I believe so.
The Vetcha could use a thorough reckoning too.
Miss Vodyanitsa, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting you here. Will you be sitting in on a session of the Vetcha?
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today.
Also, this is Eula's VA? I would never I would never. Eula and Piper. I'd completely forgotten that Piper was.
Oh good, you're here. The session's about to begin. Let's get inside.
You can hear a little bit of Piper in there, just because, but like Piper has a little bit more. Piper has that like breathiness and like the sleepiness of it. There's like breathy, sleepy, low. Breathy, sleepy for Piper, low and like chest out, like speaking from your diaphragm for Eula. The diaphragm is not the chest area, but speaking like the broad-chested valiance of Eula, and then you have the like kawaii part for Vodyanitsa. That's crazy range.
Please wait, Miss Vodyanitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
Apparently not. Damn. Apparently not. Shortly after you take your seat, the meeting of the Snezhnegrad Vetcha officially begins. Discussions on whether to extend Project Stuja are saved until the end. As the rooster, Porcinella shares various energy-related statistics, the dull and lifeless room suddenly becomes very animated. Damn.
In summary,
Dude!
the energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing.
Dude! All that unique animation that he got, him grab his cane, straighten his shoulders, adjust his glasses, fluff his mustache, lift his nose. Also, the voice as well, perfect for this guy. And what you just said, I'm gonna have to, I kind of wasn't paying attention.
In summary, The energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing. The relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period. For detailed statistics, I would refer you to the industry reports that have been distributed to all persons present. It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase in people's energy expenses, this is strictly a short-term phenomenon associated with a remotely located monster.
This monster I am suspicious about. Why not give these two like a booster seat or something, or like maybe let them sit a little bit lower? They can barely see over.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this matter. We should have every confidence that it will be dealt with swiftly and conclusively.
His cane looks so cool. The Harbingers obviously get priority for front row discussions. Child's right here, Snezhnaya's right here. No one's in this position, and then Pantalone's right here. I wonder if this is just obviously because there's so many Harbingers, it wouldn't be everyone has their own assigned seat. Because initially when we watched the trailer, I was like, I wonder who usually sits here. It's probably not that that's a reserved seat for one of the Harbingers. And then I don't see any other suspicious NPCs in the crowd either. I don't see our stalker friend. We're up here. There's a bunch of Fae all over the place, of different species. Bunch of different Fae races. And then the guards. The guards with the cute wings. All of the uniforms here, I had mentioned this last stream, all of the like official Fatui uniforms are impeccable, especially for NPCs. They look so good.
A financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy of Pantalone.
Why does it keep getting noisier in here? Why does it keep getting nosier in here? He has such good fashion sense. Dottore also had really good fashion sense.
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it. There's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly. Of course, none of that will be reflected in any of the reports on the table.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up.
I've been meaning to ask. Fucking Ethan. With that expression on his face. I've been meaning to ask, why are you still here? Damn.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas.
Charlotte.
Bring out the kvass. Ever read it? Best-selling newspaper in town.
I only read the Steambird.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit. You have to sell from stalls on the street.
Don't you also have to have a permit to sell from a stall?
Okay then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Yeah, get crunk as you're doing this. Oh my gosh, look at her. Even when she's pissed, she's cute.
Order!
Order! Oh my gosh, we have a third order! Let's go!
We will now open the floor to the representatives. If there are no further substantive issues to discuss, we will then proceed to a vote on this motion.
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably. But recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15% less crystal than the average civilian family in Snezhnograd. It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind how Cristal is allocated, or we will soon face immense public backlash.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative. You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you factored that into your equation? And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by child. I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific issue I raised. Or do you wish to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our long-standing policy?
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuja cohort. Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuja continues or not.
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
This is frame perfect. The is not even remotely beating around the bush. Frame perfect, Phoenix Wright.
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regrader struck back with style and a war of words ensued.
What in the fucking... What in the begdom am I witnessing with this NPC? Just a little interpretive dance as she annotates her report, her news column. It's so random. Either he's kind of right, like what the fuck? Where did you come from? At least with Pauline, we actually walked up to her. I'm also very proud. Child is getting reasonably agitated, but he's sparring. He's his answer when we were a bit forward and aggressive, a little bit accusatory when we met him. I feel like he's he's matured. Not that he was immature before, but it's nice to see him in an element other than battle, or like battle and family, and then also in his professional sense as well.
Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Who do you support?
I think Child raised some issues that needs addressing.
The people have spoken. Child received raucous applause from the crowd as he pushed Regrader onto his back foot with a relentless barrage of questions.
Not what I said,
it had
but
to be seen to be believed.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
Why are you so smug?
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank when we first met in Liyue. So surely their relationship can't always have been this strained.
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Finance researcher.
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
I will say, as smarmy as we've known this guy to be, as we've dealt with him, his dealings with Dottore and everything, I cannot. His voice, all of his expressions, his fashion sense. This dude is just a pure ass vibe.
Cristal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most reasonable method of allocation, which I believe is what Mr. Tartaglia also seeks. But I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuja is not the root cause of the problem. It is merely a framework for resource distribution. The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning, and give clear indications that a distribution framework is improving with each iteration. To make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would likely do more harm than good. It would be a waste of the hard-won experience we've gained to date.
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic, clearly alluding to social organizations like the Rokot in his words.
What the fuck? Who yoinked her out of frame and then her pen vanished from the panel?
With the notorious Lelek still active to this day, should the Rokot be held responsible? No, there is someone else to blame.
Why do you have a spyglass? Also, props to her for not even remotely changing her vocal cadence after getting yoinked out of her own fourth wall panel. Where did you get the Rokot from? And who is this Lelek?
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility for their actions. As for Lelek, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Well, more like infamous. Ending Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Vetcha are all that matter. So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to change their vote.
There's more to the Rokot than I thought.
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Are you for or against?
Hard to say, because I know virtually nothing about the situation.
Well, whatever the story is, his actions benefit us all. We stand with Lelek.
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit. I had hoped to discuss this with Miss Vesna, but sadly, she's not present.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision upon her return. The Commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuja. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid it may prove difficult for them to provide any practical support.
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions until a concrete and actionable plan is in place.
Like, every time he says something with that voice, and now him like looking over the, like, from underneath the brim of that hat. Dude. I love this. Pulcinella, would you like, what would you like other than cabbage?
Let us...
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and reporting lines. Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual procedure, and it can be raised as a new motion for all parties to evaluate at the appropriate time.
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted. The issue of time sensitivity was raised just now, which I presume relates to the official reports. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular statistics on each urban center and its surrounding area. Would these be of any use?
Representative Royal Energy Commission of Snezhnaya. Also, isn't that Hypatia's hair?
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Svietlolaidovka's report, and although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insights.
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine Crystal quotas? In the long term, it seems like a very risky solution.
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
Very well then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers.
What are you yawning for? You're a reporter. Come on. This is crucial, exclusive material. You see another reporter around here? You think the Steambird could get access to this venture? You notice the reporter jot down a few words before suddenly crossing everything out and starting a fresh paragraph.
Today, the prima donna of the Koralievsky troupe attended a session at the Snezhnaya Act in the company of a dashing young man. The question on all our minds is, what is the true nature of their relationship?
No. Now you're becoming a tabloid. VOD is so done with this woman, by the way.
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
The remaining discussion covers everything average Genshin Reddit user, like, oh, these two existed in the same panel together? The remaining discussion covers everything from energy to healthcare, technology, and industry. All parties take the opportunity to express their stance on Project Snezhnaya. You ignore Mironova as she carries on writing her sensationalist report, but after a while you start to feel that reading the news from her might actually be more interesting than being here in person.
Now then, if there are no further contributions from those present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Hey, check it out!
Is that Chuganov? I hadn't noticed him. I even scanned the crowd, I just didn't recognize him. 4.
What made him vote against? Why now?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Snezhnaya total 61%, securing a clear majority.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Chuganov. I see. Lelek strikes again.
Yes, go Lelek. Once Project Snezhnaya is defeated, our unwavering support at Bring Out the Kvass will finally pay off when we make our comeback. I can taste our victory already!
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Snezhnaya will remain in effect until the next Vecha period. Finally, may I remind us all...
That was a trailer voice line as well. I could just let him do this for a bit, by the way. I could just have him preen his beard for his mustache for a while. We could just stay on this frame. That's true. I shouldn't talk smack when I'm a Shenlong supporter.
We debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm. The session is concluded.
Fascinating. VOD is up there. If only I'd been born in a romantic, noble time like that. What time? I've got other things to do. What time? What other time can I mean? The romantic time of His Majesty, the Belisar, naturally. They know. They have to know. I, Itiri Svevolodovna Strivoja, descendant of Saint Strivoja, the Pure One, am duty-bound to remember that ancient glory. I read Catherine Lasky's Guardians of Ga'Hoole series, and so when she said the Pure One, that sent spikes through my heart. I was just like, no! Snezhnaya was nothing like this back then. Not dull and lifeless like it is now. A messenger of His Majesty the Belisar crossed whole continents, even the land of the Nether, all to meet the witch from the east who stole his heart at first sight. The Princess Endeavouratelung shattered the divine halberd forged by His Majesty himself, all for some nameless thief who had stolen a national treasure. And a knight from the kingdom at the heart of the earth went to face an evil dragon alone, just to win a smile from a golden-haired outlander. Ah, what a wild series of lines. Even the cold winds over the ice field must have carried the fragrance of roses and the grace of proper etiquette. What an enchanting time that must have been. I feel like I've heard that before. Isn't that all from light novels? Pirated ones, too, if I remember right? What? Please mind your words. There are noble memories passed down through the blood of us I never saw any of it myself, but that is how it happened in the opera Lady Vesna. But that is how it happened in the opera Lady Vesna took me to see. Naturally, I have no real interest in that sort of commoner entertainment. Lady Vesna was simply kind enough to invite me, so I reluctantly agreed to watch their rather crude performance. In any case, these are matters of serious history. If you continue to tarnish my good name like this, then I shall be forced to request a duel before the Shogun. What a great aside that was. That's a Fontaine ladder. Okay, no one really hanging around to talk to. Everyone has exited the rotunda, except for you. And you have nothing to say. You have nothing to say to me, and I nothing to you. Therefore... Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Fuck. I can stand here, though. All that the light covers is my kingdom. It's not quite centered. Oh, it's not quite centered. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that? I can't center it. I'm trying to move my mouse. I could just adjust my DPI, I guess, but...
Sure.
It's not ready. The meteor is...
Quake.
There. Now he can really be seen when he needs to be. Order! Order! All right, go back to bed, Grandpa.
Just what will we come?
Vetcha Privy Advisor. I suggest you proceed with greater... Oh, this guy is a lot older than I thought he was. I suggest you proceed with greater caution, young friend. The harsh winter shows no mercy to the naive. And you are? Andrei Dmitrievich Golitsyn, second-rank noble and active privy councillor of the Snezhnaya Act. As you can see, I am no different from the mayor, only an old man doing his duty in Her Majesty's name. For 500 years, generation after generation, the Golitsyn family has served Snezhnaya. Our loyalty has always been to Snezhnaya, and to Snezhnaya alone. I trust you understand. About the mayor... You mean Lord Rooster? The Golitsyn family is honored to stand with him in the Vetche. After all, like him, our house owes its standing today to the grace of Lady Ioanna Ivanovna. His project concerns the future of Snezhnaya, yet there are always impatient people who believe their reckless ideals are reason enough to challenge order. But order is life. To throw aside steady progress in the name of change is no different than taking off your coat and walking into the blizzard ahead. Okay. What's this little... I say this a lot, but what is this little poop closet for? J. Mage J. I didn't recognize the name at all, I gotta be honest. Okay, I think I saw everything and talked to everyone. You're all on duty, so you won't have anything to say.
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting Chukunov to vote against Project Stusha.
Why? What's so strange about that?
Well, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Stusha is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. The extra demand from the public would have to be filled from somewhere. So logically, the factories would have to take the hit.
This explains a lot.
I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Iskra manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty. But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Vetcha agenda this time. I don't think he suspects anything so far.
Got it. So for him, it's a choice between reducing production and stopping entirely.
Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person. I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Stusha. At least that way, no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy to work with. But now, he's already voted against it, which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote. Just like with everyone else who flipped.
You mean Lelek?
Yeah. No one knows why Lelek is so obsessed with ending Project Stusha, but by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
Lelek must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Stusha.
Perhaps.
Maybe my next step should be to focus on him.
All right. What are your plans for the rest of the day? Shall we head out?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here during the debate.
Hey, girly.
I didn't take you for a political enthusiast.
Greetings, Harbingers. I just happened to have some free time today, and my new friend here thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha.
Ah, Odette must have introduced you. Looks like you two are getting along pretty well.
I'll leave you to catch up. I should head back to the troop.
Sure. Break a leg and all that.
Thanks for the encouragement, Sandy. Break a leg, as they say. Break a leg and other things that people say that
Thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's no way you're here for kicks and giggles. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's right, I'm here for shits and giggles. I learned an interesting tidbit today. Some guy called Lelek, I need to put a cabbage in your hand. You're asking me to Photoshop a cabbage in your hand, Sandy?
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence. No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a stir.
I want to find out his true identity. Is it okay if I start digging around?
Huh? You want to look into Lelik? Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you think, Snezhnaya?
Man, Child has a lot of faith in us. He knows, he's like, if you set out to do something, you're gonna accomplish it. Like...
Fine by me, I guess. If the Traveler actually manages to expose Lelik, it'll be doing Pulcinella a favor. In return, it seems fair to let him in on what we've learned so far.
My thoughts exactly. Sharing is caring, after all. Head back to Glupov and grab the files on Lelik. It's easier to just pull the records than go through the rigmarole of getting the Traveler a visitor's permit.
That seems more complex from a paperwork perspective, though, to just hand me some files.
As you command, Child, sir.
Maybe not. I don't know. Never mind.
In that case, since we're going to be waiting anyway, I'll have someone brew a pot of black tea.
What an absolute icon. Thank you, Fagio.
One common thread among the many incidents Lelik has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him. Clearly, he must have threatened them in some way. His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind. But neither the letters nor the crime scenes ever yield any clues to his identity. So all these files have to offer are short statements by the people affected. They don't give us a lot to go on.
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a trained professional who's versed in counter surveillance.
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in highly secure locations. The victims are high-ranking and influential people who take their personal security very seriously. Somehow, Lelik slips right into their rooms without making a sound. There's never any eyewitnesses, nor the slightest trace of a break-in.
That's odd.
If he can get in and out undetected, it means he can strike without warning. Not that that's ever happened so far, but the thought is enough to scare these people sleepless. It's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time, so they switched the focus of the investigation to Faye. Unfortunately, no one's found anything yet.
Are you saying even you couldn't pull it off?
Careful. Don't underestimate me. Although, truth be told, I'd probably find it hard not to blow my cover. Direct confrontation is more my style.
Yeah, bro, I know. Where do we get a spar, homie? I know he's busy these days, but...
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelik being human. It's just... there can only be a handful of people in all of Teyvat who'd fit the profile. They, on the other hand, plenty would have the ability, but few would have the motive.
So it's someone as strong as Tartaglia and even more meticulous.
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with a little weaker than me.
Two people that both have canonically kicked his ass. Skirk? Shall I invoke the name of the master? Or Nuvi, the one who... Skork.
There's no denying that Master is strong, but meticulous. We can only hope.
What does he have to say about Nuvi?
He's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting fixated on who's stronger than who.
That's Child's whole MO. She looks so cute sitting right there, by the way.
But that's the most important thing. In my opinion, anyway.
Okay, let's take it down a notch. He's like, ouch, low blow. Let's take it down a notch or two. What did he say? So this is how justice is handled in Fontaine? And pulls out his daggers. Oh, so this is your version of justice. Well, this is my version of justice. And then he proceeds to get power washed. Let's take it down a notch. How about Odette as a reference point? She's someone we all know, and I've seen her in action.
Odette? Yeah, that seems about right. Her skills are solid, and she's always calm under pressure.
Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty low. But yeah, much more accurate than your previous example, at least.
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should interrogate that assumption.
What do you mean? Which assumption?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her. And when you think about it, the Rokot would be precisely what she needs to conceal her identity.
Plus, she wouldn't need to be such a pro at covering her tracks. She'd already
True.
know where the Fatui will be and when, so she could choose the perfect time to act. Oh, yikes. I was just thinking out loud. Why is this starting to sound like such a convincing theory?
That was supposed to stay in a thought bubble.
Still, what reason could Odette possibly have for trying to call off Project Snezhnaya?
Arlecchino would be the best person to ask. She knows Odette best. Unfortunately, she isn't back yet.
Arlecchino. How much time does Arlecchino split between Fatui duties here in Snezhnaya and house duties in Fontaine? Arlecchino?
Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette. As I'm sure you can imagine, Arlecchino is quite a lot better with children than Rosaline was. She gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving. So I suppose there were at least no lifelong regrets left behind. Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. But I do know that Odette definitely has a motive to hold a grudge against Project Snezhnaya. The reason being, her father passed away during the early stages of the project. That was back before it had been named Project Snezhnaya, when things were still being worked out. But in essence, it's remained the same ever since.
Huh. The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette.
Oh, even you didn't know about this?
Is that such a surprise? If you cast your mind back, you may remember that Rosaline and I weren't exactly close. We had tea together a few times, but that was about it.
She wouldn't even let you ride on the same boat as her.
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a fatus and her mother was a very famous ballerina. On the surface, it looks like she followed right in her parents' footsteps. But the truth is quite a different story. After her father passed away on a mission, her mother was overcome with grief. She broke her leg during a performance and could never dance again.
Hence the wheelchair in her trailer.
Odette was only interested in ballet at the time, but this tragedy left the family with both breadwinners gone. They could barely make ends meet. Per Capitano's policy, family members of Fatui who died in the line of duty had to be appropriately accommodated and provided with adequate assistance. So, regardless of how Rosaline may have felt about it, it fell to her to resolve the issue of Odette's family's livelihood. In the end, the solution they agreed upon was to have Odette join the Fatui.
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment, I guess. In that sense, joining up was definitely the better option. Still, she must have had mixed feelings about it, right? If she doesn't even like the Fatui.
It's just a theory.
Again.
A possibility. But as a motive for Odette to become Lelik, it holds up. That said, I have no idea where Odette's head is at right now, or what her conflict with Rosaline was about. Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. I have no intention of trying to figure it all out.
So Signora actually wanted to mend her relationship with Odette.
Yes, but there's not much point in discussing that now.
Yeah, back to Lelik. Since our investigations so far have turned up next to nothing, we've got nothing to lose by trying a new angle. Funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal. Unfortunately, thanks to this Lelik situation, I'll be stuck working overtime again. Which means you can go in my place. No point wasting the ticket. Plus, you'll get to meet Tonya.
What's the rehearsal for?
Spirit Seeker. Quite the classic ballet. It was passed down through Odette's mother's family for generations, though it hasn't been performed in years. But Odette's been practicing it diligently, and it's finally ready for a return to the stage. Excitement is through the roof. Tickets for the official performance sold out long ago.
Tonya's excited for it too. She's desperate to see it no matter what. Personally, it's not really my kind of thing, but since she's my little sister, I had to figure something out.
I've actually seen it several times before. The story's pretty straightforward. The lead character follows a trail of clues left behind by a spirit, gradually recovering her memories along the way.
It's Lavatane's quest.
It's a tale of love and regret. So not exactly reinventing the wheel, at least by today's standards.
A cliche can still be captivating.
But when that classic melody kicks in and the lead character begins to dance, it always gets me. It really is beautiful. Not an easy dance to do justice to, though. I know it's always been Odette's dream to perform this piece, but I'm not sure she's really ready.
A lot of screenshots today.
In that case, I think that even if she is Lelik, we should wait until her performance is over before we respond. I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
Thanks, girly. Oh, they're gone. Oh, they're... Were you down here before? And I just missed you? She must have been, and I just missed her. I really need this budget proposal to pass. You are... Oh, forgive me. I was thinking out loud. I'm Euphrosynia Igatinevna Trubetskia, Privy Councillor and Veche Councillor of the Snezhnaya Veche. Please, call me Yuffie. Call me a euphemism. Honestly, actually, don't call me a euphemism. Just call me Yuffie. Honestly, I would step down as councillor tomorrow if I could. After 6 months of watching those incompetent nobles do nothing but pass the blame around, you would understand why. Unfortunately, as the head of the Trubetskoy family, I cannot abandon my duties in good conscience. Not while the people of Solny cannot even get the ash they need to stay warm. If I had any real choice in the matter, I suppose I'd become a traveling merchant or something like that. Anything would be better than spending every day at a desk, talking myself hoarse for nothing. You seem displeased. Indeed, I am. And if you intend to side with the rooster, allow me to explain. House Trubetskoy is well within its rights to say as much openly, even before Her Majesty herself. Without question, we will forge Her Majesty's new world, but surely that does not mean the people of the old one should be left to starve or freeze in the dark. As a Veche councillor, I have put forward no fewer than 5 proposals to improve heating in Zolny, but the speaker, he never fails to find some absurd excuse to diminish them. If he even spared a fraction of the thought he wastes on power games for the orphans freezing in the streets, he might almost pass for human. Not that he ever was. He is a fae. That last little seemed a little bit biting. Okay, time return to Podvore restaurant. Podvore. Podsol. Right across the street. Is our lady. Okay, yeah, both of our ladies are still here. You don't seem connected to Archon Quest as to where you are. You seem connected to travel. Hi. I like your Mora for has your Mora.
Can I get you anything?
In the days when the bellies are, but Talos, beautiful Talos. Any old man screaming outside of a building just reminds me of Heimskr outside of Jorvaskr.
Hello again.
I have to greet him. Make sure that I'm politely tipping my hat to this man who's guarding my ferry.
You made a ton of progress today. It's good that everything's going so smoothly. Next step is to head back to the theater and get a clear answer from Odette.
Could be easier said than done. Even if she's the one, she won't necessarily admit to it.
Either way, Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad person. Sure, she might have done some pretty extreme things, but Paimon bet she has her reasons. Maybe this is going too far, but like, with everything she's managed to do so far, wouldn't it make more sense in theory to be even more, you know, heavy-handed? Why leave a letter when she could, well, we know there are plenty of other ways to keep people in line, right?
Paimon.
Point is, she could have gone further, but she didn't. So, if it is her, she's got some principles at least.
I want to believe in her too.
Yeah! Well, all you can do is follow the facts wherever they lead.
How are you feeling?
No change, really. But that thing Paimon told you about yesterday? Paimon feels like she can sense it more clearly now.
The fact that it's directional is very interesting as well. Because I was under the impression, I had initially thought that, like, man, that snow falling on her was intentional, the gust of wind was intentional, and that it's something in the greater, like, Snezhnaya aura of the outside atmosphere. Like, it's Snezhnaya's environment itself has some kind of power but if it's directional, if she has a, like, hey, like, not there, that makes it a lot more weird.
Hearing you talk about your day makes Paimon itch for an adventure. If only she could be there with you so we could experience it all together.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too. I'm not used to adventuring alone. But don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Guess it's just one of those things. Never mind. Paimon will behave herself and keep resting.
If Odette is Lelik, she may well have inside information on Project Stuja. Her father was involved with the project's early implementation and tragically died in the process. Now, she's dedicated herself to bringing it to an end. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without knowing anything at all about the Tsaritsa's true intentions. When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui, how much did she let on? And how much was she hiding? Only time will tell. Maybe tomorrow, everything will be answered.
Hey look! It's snowing! Could be a tough day ahead. Make sure you wrap up warm tomorrow.
Means the cryo dragon is crying everywhere. Oh! All right. Wow, very cliffhanger. I was ready to keep going. I was like, we probably still have another like 30 minutes left of the quest. Like we'll get some. Very wait until the next day and things shall be revealed. Now, is this a once in-game time progresses, then it will activate, like the next quest will be available. Don't go near the opera troupe to avoid Act 2. We can do that. Actually requires you to go somewhere after the time is up. Yeah, let's wait for it right now. So that it has a so that let's wait right now so that we will have a quest marker where the next part begins. Cool. Right there. The quest starts at the front of the bridge. However, I also feel like just going to the theater might also be a little bit dangerous. Is that true? Act 2, long as fuck. One giant domain, no pause. Best experience in one go, or 2 streams with a forced pause in between. We can do that. Cool. That's similar to last Nod Cry act, where we had a relatively clean break. We had a break in the middle, and I can't unlock that while I'm right here. So then we'll definitely have to plan for a silence alone is disfavored. Ooh! AQ wishes. So in that case, let's simply go to a statue. We don't have another wish prepared though, do we? No, we do not. We just got a wish by itself. Let's go to that statue. We wished there before. Actually, we did wish here before. Isn't this where we lost our 50-50, or was it at the theater? Because we wished at the first statue over here. It was here that we lost 50-50. Let's wish at this statue. It's just 1. We have 1. This will get us to 69 as well. Yunjin also is pretty covered up, actually. She might be warmer. Barbara, kind of, but it's very clear that these leggings are not insulating at all. Oh, waba. Oh, it's a Favonius Codex. Not game breaking. Okay, let me use the rostrum real quick. And, then complete Everwinter without mercy. Pirates! Ah! And then we'll hop back into some, quest trigger here. There's quest triggers all over the place. It's going to be unavoidable. I am going to put that in the survey, by the way. I honestly don't really see the benefit of proximity-based quest triggers. Just let me start it when I want to. Rewards available for claiming. It's just unlocking the statues, isn't it? Okay, we've got 2 for the 2 statues that we've unlocked. BRB. Okay. There's a statue over here. There's one over there as well. Ever frozen earth. This seems a bit far away. It's obviously a statue that we can unlock, but I question if this is safe to go to right now. I do want to go there. East statue more difficult to reach. It does have the intense snow effect over it as well, coming from this area. East statue starts a quest. What about the other two ones? But right now, if and when we get interrupted by side quests, we will deal with that as it comes. We are now in I am now in exploration mode. Find ox, chests, we have some oh, I can enter. Quite chilly. Wait. Okay, yeah, I guess that does lead over here. It doesn't lead super directly. There's a teleport right there. Have fun exploding? You said exploring. I read it as exploding. Not sure why. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. See you, Nightwalker. Have fun exploding. Ooh, listen to the music. Bit chilly out here. Klee approves. Another flower. It's her theme. Wasn't it also kind of that her cryo delusion served to the cryo delusion was almost like a counter to her burning ash fire.
Time to verify my formulae.
Allow me to lend you some moonlight.
Which is her line during her boss battle, "Who dares call me a witch?" "Who dares call me a witch?" hits so much harder when you know her backstory. That obviously her rampage of grief and agony would have been terrifying to the people of the world, but the moniker Crimson Witch reduces her grief to just being a crazy monster, is what it kind of feels like her "who dares call me a witch" comes from. None of these three work together in a team, by the way. Beware of electric balls. At the same time, powerful balls. There's a flame moth right here. Touch? Because that's not a crystal fly, that's one of her moths. There's an Ack on top of it. There's Odette flowers all the way, all around. Hello, Luna. What? Hello, Luna. What up? My brain. Whoops. The last rose of winter. Perishing like a moth to the flame.
An impressive bounty.
Just a... Oh, and now there's pyro crystal flies here. Just an opera singer studying at the academia who just wanted to enjoy her love life. Oh, right, the Oculus on top. The mausoleum in the Winter Nights Lotso trailer, the mausoleum became encased in ice during that trailer. Miss Worldwide as well, from Mondstadt, studied in Sumeru, worked in Snezhnaya. There's a bunch of ice constructs over here as well. Man, with the moon shining on it like that, with the glow of the moonlight. It looks really good when it's like when we were further away, because it was so shrouded in in the din of the snowstorm around it, or it was more shrouded. The whatever volumetric effects they have for the snowstorm looks really good. I don't think there's a whole lot around here. It's just her mausoleum. Her mausoleum, the moth chest, bunch of pyroflies. I sometimes wonder, like, she clearly wanted to continue living, when she lost the duel. I think that her frame of reference for us would have been, this kid was restrained by 2 random Fatui, and yeah, he beat Child, but she may not have known that we beat Child in his Foul Legacy form. So if she thought that we just beat base Child, she might have been like, he's kind of like, you know, okay, Traveler's a little bit, you know, he's strong, but I got this battle on lock. Even if she did think that we were strong, it might have been a matter of, you know, I'll accept that risk of, you know, the consequence of losing the battle before the throne, because I think I've got this one on lock. And then when she did lose, she invoked her her status as a diplomat. She even lunged towards the Muso no Hitotachi as if that could stop it. She clearly wanted to continue living, but I sometimes wonder if, in her mind, somewhere in the back of her mind, death wasn't the worst thing that could happen to her, because the worst thing that could happen to her had already happened 500 years ago. Because she didn't face her death with the Dottore calm, where they're like, well played. Like, I was handily outplayed. Oh, this is not, But her character, knowing her backstory, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a portion of her that didn't welcome or want death, but was like, I probably got this battle on lock, and if I don't, then I don't. That's not
What
quite.
could the children be up to?
That ship isn't quite past the map limits, is it? The ship might not be. I think the land mass over there is past explorable area. Oh, you know what? It definitely is, because this island right here, which looks pretty close, is the very edge of the explorable map, which means that ship probably is actually outside of the explorable area. We also did improve very quickly, that's true, yeah, in between when she'd seen us last. Because we didn't have any, when we met her in Liyue, it was just talking with Zhongli. She didn't see any show of strength. She knew that, by that point, she knew that, like, we had in some way defeated Child. And I'm sure that she knows in some way that, like, man, Child, he's strong. But at the end of the day, as complex as she was, as much as maybe she wanted the smoke, 500 years ago, she was just an opera singer studying in the academia. who had a lover waiting at home and just wanted a normal life. And all of that was uprooted in an instant. The game's various characters have been really interesting studies on how people respond to grief and loss and trauma. Can I summon at any location? Oh, no matter where I am, I can just summon it as long as I'm near a train track. I'd forgotten about that. I thought for some reason that I had to be, which doesn't make sense. I don't know why I would have thought that. That I had to be at a station. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I would have. I don't know why I would have thought that. Ugh. Benny? Bina?
Gonna be epic.
Gonna be epic indeed. Gonna be Eric. Well, I'm glad we went up there. Okay, let's hit this statue real quick, I think. We could also just travel the rails to places, although we have a domain right here, the statue's right there. Let's navigate to that. This rail leads to nowhere. This rail leads to elsewhere. Oh, I don't need to hit it twice. I don't need to charge attack it, really. What wall is this? Is this, oh no, this is not, Svetlana-Dovka. Climb, Ether, climb! Fly, you fools! Bunch of stuff over here. Those are Fae trapping a guy. Or something of the like. Oh, I thought this was a, oh, never mind. That's, also not an enemy. Or that's also an enemy.
I'm tired already.
Sweet lolly. You're on a cloud, retainer.
Fine. Let's do this.
Affected by the stellar glimmer.
Right here.
Fly through.
Hit me.
Power that ended Haishan.
Oh, they teleport. Where are you? I see right through you. Bye. Okay. Okay. They left. Lumifluorite. If Lumine was a lizard. All rails lead to crabs? Oh my gosh, these are Druzhna.
Right here.
I don't need to. We do not need to do this. I thought she said gross. Oh my gosh, was she clutching her stomach like we gut shot at her? Whoa, 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 whoa. Is it lightning or is that the lighting being weird? No, it's lightning! Whoa! Those Drayan chilies? Rhyme current. Rhyme current. More like Rhine current. Word. Feels like the further up the mountain we go, the heavier the storm gets. What's this? The other reason I have an issue with the proximity-based quest is because this is clearly intentional. Like they're gonna want to go to the statue, so let's put a quest trigger at the statue. I don't like that. Just let me trigger it when I want to trigger it. Anyways, that's the last time I'll mention that. What's this? It's an invitation. An invitation? Let Paimon take a look. Also, yeah, Paimon's with us, right here. That's odd. It says Pavlina, Grand Duchess of Snezhnaya, is inviting whoever's holding this invitation to attend a wedding. Those who wish to attend the ceremony may present this invitation as proof that they have been invited. So the wedding is being held at House of something up on the snowy mountain. House of Hesperides. Yes, it was once home to the sovereign who ruled over Snegovic. As for Pavlina, the name does not sound faintly familiar. The name does sound faintly familiar. So Pavlina, the princess of Snezhnaya, may be tied to Gagos' past too? Most likely. The house is all the way up the mountain, and we still have to climb higher? I'm afraid so, unless the house of Hesperides somehow moved in the last 500 years. Fine, let's keep going and check it out. An invitation to the ritual. A wondrous invitation that always seems to find its way into the hands of the rightful recipient. With this invitation, one may journey to the house of Hesperides, atop the icy peaks of Snezhnaya, to attend the wedding of Pavlina, the princess of Snezhnaya. Truly. Open storage device. I will... The world opens itself before those with noble crabs. We have some ox to deposit as well. In case! Enhance! In some corner of the universe, this will be available to read later, it's going to go way quickly. In some corner of the universe, there must be answers and hope. How much time has slipped away since someone looked up at the starry sky with such a thought? That drops us to 2,000 attack, but raises us to 86 rate. I'm gonna rock this for now that it's at 60. We're only a couple oculi away from our oculi. What is this? What is this? Flock and weed! Does it have a face? It has a face! This weed is alive! As if like other weeds aren't also alive. Crystal bug! Neat, like phlogiston beetles. Like phlogiston beetles. What the hell are you? Oh my gosh, they're tiny elephants! Little winged ones! Oh no, this is more cute shit I have to kill!
To ashes!
Why do you have to? That's fucked up, Genshin. Listen to them. There are materials. No fucking shit. There are materials nearby.
A reward on the road.
Wasn't there an Oculus in Snezhnaya that I'd missed somewhere near the city square? Somewhere near the city circle. House of Hephaestus. Tide Song Cavern, another meeting point right there. Can I open up this meeting point, or is this also stuff that takes place like after Act 2 or assumes you know more than you do? There's a bunch of teleport. Where are we? There's a bunch of teleports to unlock as well. Although a lot of these teleports probably have quests next to them. It's all post Act 2. Didn't notice there are materials nearby. I'm getting it's all post Act 2, and also the beginning doesn't spoil anything, because I didn't feel that way when we even if this technically took place after Act 2, I wouldn't have. It didn't seem like it indicated anything. She didn't say anything that I would have read as look at this giant crack in the ice. That's not where my train is. I left my train clear the hell up here. That's not where my train is. You can't fool me. Only I can fool me. This statue, you said starts a quest and is hard to get to. Maybe try to go to, don't spoil anything, but they're better to do after Act 2. Okay. There's no reason to, I don't need to rush to them right now. I'm not chomping at the bits, trying to do them right now. I'm not too worried about starting several world quests. It's just kind of going to happen. I would like to open up some teleports so we have ways of traversal around the world. And also, so those quests are started and there's at least some indication of, okay, well, I know to avoid this thing right here. Whoa! Santa! That's true. Make sure you do Act 1 before you do Act 2. There's some heavy spoilers for Act 1 in Act 2. Ambient Bullard. First time I got pulled over was by Officer Bullard. Wait, it's a wolf. Wait, wolf! I cut you off at the pass. I cut you off at the pass. I can't cut you off at the pass! No! He skirkles around though, it seems. He just makes laps around the lake. Best to save the north section for when you actually do that part of the quest. Man, look at that in daylight. In daylight with clear skies. It's not how cute this music is. Teleporter here, another sled. As well, there's some Fae right there. Bloop. Oh, and an Ock. Hi! How are you? Do I need to cook anything? How much butter do I have? I still got 10! This random kid walks up to your camp, goes to your cooking pot, checks his butter, leaves. Glacia fruit. Where is that? What the fuck? Oh, it's right there. Beasts will be beasts. Beasts will be beasts. And feasts will be feasts. Huh?
Show me what you got. Fine. Cryostorm!
Power that ended
Shut up.
Shut up, love. Hey!
and cake.
Oops, I whiffed that. Ow. Oh, we still got him. Stellar conduct DPS. But what? Ow! I was trying to jump on. Out of the damn way! Oh, there's a ruin grader right there. That's weird. Not a whole lot. We haven't seen a whole lot of ruin machines. There's Fatui mechs. There's another teleport off in that direction. This is just breakable like that. The others would require a heat source, a heat source. It's like melting ice in Breath of the Wild. Oh, that's a ruin guard. A buried ruin guard. Oh, okay, there we go.
Get to work.
Hit me.
To ashes.
Right now, right here.
This is with a level 60 weapon, homie. Miko obviously is, what's Miko's critting at right now? 63 by 139 and 2200 attack. So Miko's also helping a lot more than I think she is.
Is this an answer from this world?
Chest, no fucking shit. Right on top of the chest that was... Try using snowball launcher. Nothing in this one. Could use some more. Another chest up there. All sorts of chests and everything all around the place. Is this guy alive? He is! Fascinating!
Fulfill our pact! Right now, right here.
Eyes on me! Cryostorm!
Yeah.
Remember that one in the chasm that I really, the chasm, like, upper area that I really struggled with? That grater there? There's a chest in that train car over there. That's also in the direction of one of the teleports. This also needs glacier fruit. Oh, they're laying on the ground. Those ones were laying on the ground like Lumatoires. A chest! Imagine that!
A reward on the road.
Where did I get that button for? Button? 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 Teleport over there along with a chest in that train car. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? You made me drop one of these.
Rise like smoke.
Look, man, they're awfully cute. I won't deny how adorable they are. But I know what you are. Just because Lumi looks a little bit differently? The fuck do you want of me? What do you need me to do? I'll be back. I'll be back. You can be sure of that. We definitely haven't definitely haven't seen everything there is to see here. Get down here!
Fine.
Fine. I'll do it myself. Help me. Fight me on the ground.
I'm tired already. Show no mercy.
Enough! Oops, I fell. Beto, please. I know it's snowing, but... Oh, hey, it's one of these things! Learned my lesson, gonna slice you up! So did you learn your lesson, or are you gonna slice me up?
Emerge. Suffer the wrath of me. Learn my lesson.
Where'd the big dude go? Oh, now you want to go downstairs?
To ashes!
Should have run faster.
Yes, you should have. This is probably not helping my my coldness, just getting wet when it's like 4 degrees out. Get the fuck out of my way, bro! Just appears to block the passage. Don't you Lydia me!
Is this an answer from this world?
It might be. More Karen. Teleport. Stop yahooing around. That's a dude. Playing a dude. Oh, I don't need that quite yet. Go home! Expand the Shadow Realm. One of these! Ooh, it's our first one of these. It's our first one of these that's in the overworld, where it exists there and it's for you to hop into at your leisure.
Back in business.
Back in business. Cryo Incarnate. About shadow wing drops. Something that forms in the Shadow Realm is that is neither creature nor mechanism. However, if you collect it and then analyze it, you just might learn something new about the Shadow Realm. Fire at targets to obtain shadow wing drops. Bringing them back for analysis on the train will help you learn about their composition. Excuse me, about their composition. Affected by the stellar glimmer reaction. Stellar glimmer. Fractured ice surfaces. Oh, I guess I fell through that. Maybe immediately be affected by extreme cold down there. A grotto like this will eventually refreeze and ice over, but it starts happening while you are still inside. Better get out while you can. Doom, 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 doom.
State number 2.
Cool, shadow wing drop. Ah! Oh. In the face. In the head, in the head, in the head, in the face, in the face. I'm a boss, I'm a boss, I'm a boss.
Back in business.
Bark in business, more like. Ooh, not that.
Try this!
Dodge this!
Back up, Commander!
Ammo.
Yeah.
No. Ooh, he's got a hydro. I'm out of those though. You've also got, oh, I'm also out of those too.
Switch mode.
Boom. I'm out of both my grenade and my grenade launcher. Ow. Ugh. I could bait him over near a barrel, but there.
Yeah.
Floor. Oh, hi! Do. No, that's not a thing to shoot. This gives you ammo, it doesn't give you, those things. Whoa!
Switch mode. Gotta recharge.
Oh, never mind, I did have that. But that guy doesn't have, a shield, so I'll just use regular on him. Right in your mechanized balls.
Need a refill. Good.
Ether.
Reload.
In the face! This guy probably, did he get his shield back? Oh, he didn't yet, actually.
Recharge.
Don't you run! Ah! Where are these other ones to shoot? Launcher! Oh, there's one. There's another one somewhere over here. You're fine, Ether. Is that one over there? R. Click, 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 click. How are you reloading that? Oh! Ooh, not that. I want... Oh my gosh, switching,
I'm on my last legs now.
No, no, no. Where's the rest of these things? I need to shoot. And then E to switch. It's so hard for me to, or I could, throw a grenade out. 3!
Collision time.
Ooh, they're afflicted by, are they up? Are they up? Ooh, there's one. I shouldn't have wasted a launcher round at that, though. Oh! How are you still shooting? You're frozen! Okay, I knew there was one right here. Is there one up top there? Oh yeah, there's one up top. Ah! I outran that health. Is it up top or is it over here? It's on top of there. So, oh. All right, I can't climb. Ooh, there it is. There's only 2 more on this map. I might have geometrically fucked myself. Okay. Ooh. Nope, that's not one of those. It is one of these, though. Hardly anything here has a pyro shield right now, so maybe I just keep pyro on my grenade launcher. And then I'll throw a... Oh, I'm out of electro grenades. Okay. 32 out of 36 enemies. And I have 2 more of these to shoot. Behind... Ooh, 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 ooh. And then there's one more over here somewhere. I reckon it's underneath over here. Oopsies. Man, where is it? Is it on top of that pipe? Oh my gosh, I gotta walk. Do I have to walk all the way around again? Oh, up there. Cool, that's the last of those. And then 32 of 36 enemies. Where's the last of these enemies then? Over there, Enderman. Another one right there. Oh boy. Okay. They've got electro shields around them.
Feel the coming storm. Where are you?
Change of tactics.
I see right through you. I need to get up. I need to get up. I think I whiffed that. No, those aren't electro shields. That's something else.
Switch mode. Reload.
I didn't mean to switch to that. Back to pyro for that. Oh man,
change of tactics.
the face, in 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 the face. Death by 1,000 cuts. Oh, that's just a grapple point. What are you doing down there? They don't have a conventional shield that I'm damaging. Oh! Oh! Specialized frag crystals to break your opponent's shields. Okay, come on. Ah, those. There was one over there too, I think.
Try this.
I thought it was right on her. Okay, it respawned. Son of a bitch. The platforming in this, I don't know if maybe if I'm just bad at it, but it does not feel all that great. Right on her. Okay. Okay. Her own health isn't all that intense.
Need a refill. Reload.
We're still fine on ammo. That's one down. Then the other one over here. Ugh. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to climb. Or grapple, I mean.
Try this.
Okay, now... oh my gosh, you see her limbo? Or throw her back out?
Gotta recharge.
Oh, whoops, I didn't escape in time. Okay, Shadow Realm cleared. Only took 50 years.
Should be worth holding on to.
Could be. Alright. I'd like to say not bad for our first one. I actually don't feel very great about that. 100,000 Mora for that. These are just non-climbable is what they, or no, I could climb that. I mean, I couldn't climb when I was in gun mode anyway. Maybe we don't open this next statue then. Could wait for the train to arrive or summon my own train. Yes, Ether. That's where you stand. I have to call it quits in just a sec because I'm developing a migraine I can feel. not if I'm on this side of the, there we go. I was about to say, if I'm on this side facing this desk, I should not be able to select that. We don't have anything to upgrade, right? Wow, that migraine came on really intensely, really suddenly. Open the statue without triggering anything. Just come at it from... Oh, okay. Stellar conduct and firearms. Specialized frag crystals. Specialized crystal shrapnel. Take the train from the station so we can see some beauty while we're there. While we're on our way. Stop. Leaving the train on Moropazak might trigger a quest. Oh, if we're here and then we, the event right there. Let's go a little bit of the ways and then maybe we can, hop off. Before we, get there. I don't think it really likes me climbing on it. The camera always goes crazy. You can still hear the music inside the music playing quietly from inside it. Oh, cool. Another Oculus. Did we destroy this by running over it? Yes, we did. That's why I got some Prime Ice refunded. Come to think of it, Mars Madley's hometown should be somewhere around here, right? Gotcha! Let's loop around here to the statue. There's also a teleport right there too.
What the?
What the nah?
Wait.
Brutal, Ether. This is and who might this be?
So we're doing this the hard way.
Right now, emerge.
Oh, this might be a quest as well. Defeating these bros might trigger some kind of quest because we're helping someone who's right here. Yep. As the Voldemort and the camper defeated the lumberyard workers who previously were Oh.
A reward on the road.
Okay. Yes and no. That Ock is easy to get to right there.
Rise like smoke.
Please. Please let us rest. Just let us up. Back to work. No rest for you until loop around this mountain to the statue, and these guys just look like a defeat the bros for a chest.
Fulfill our path. Here too.
Right here. Show them. Right now.
Fighting frog!
I'll keep this close.
You alright, sir? Oh! He did. Whoops. I may have murdered a man today. I may have murdered a walrus today. I got a growth out of that as well. And rhyme Coruscant. Up to the statue. I don't see it glowing. It must be, we must be much higher above it because I don't see its red beam. Red beam buns. Moose. Is that a Moracairn right there? Oh no, it's a bounty. Where is this statue? Oh, there it is. Jeez. Ock in this train car? It's so cold. Oh, the Ock is right there. It's next to those dudes. All right. Ooh, a shady area. Cool. I knew we'd gotten enough. That's why I wasn't chomping at the bit to go get that one down there. Especially because it was near some people that had some dialogue. Scoop. Click. Perhaps humans are no different from moths drawn to flame, but so be it. Even the most ordinary life yearns to survive. Such weird things that the blade upgrades have to say. Let's end in Fontaine as we oft do. Man, it looks so warm here in comparison to where we've been. Here. Let's take a break for let's warm up. Ow, my word, jeez. I do, in fact, need a surfboard. I do, in fact, have a surfboard as well. Clear a large Shadow Realm in Snezhnaya. Also, there's new Outer Realms. I did these last night with my wife. Just defeat just the like world bosses, and then 2 Trounce domains, and then these 2 world bosses in Snezhnaya as well. But there's 50 primos to be had just by doing those in co-op mode. And all right, so then that means before we before we take a break at the People of the Springs, let's go back to this statue. Are we at 70 yet? Or were we just at 69 last? But... Oh, Goggles' DMs. I glanced over and saw that a couple times as well and just forgot to... I can't believe you guys still put up with my ADD. Okay. Cryo women ask a lot of wishes out of us in comparison to a lot of other characters. What were we at? We got deluked at 80 the first time around. Let's retire at the People of the Springs. Oh no, I have to do that here, don't I? Regarding the building entombed in ice, he's gonna text weird. The database contains no information about this building. It was once recorded that this building was frozen. On that day, this is from Signora's mausoleum. The database contains no information about this building. It was once recorded that this building was frozen. On that day, work across Snezhnaya was suspended for half a day to commemorate a certain harbinger's passing. A harbinger? A colleague of the director we met at the abandoned station? So this is probably the tomb of a harbinger. I see. Recording the relevant information. This ice-sealed palace, it is the tomb of the deceased harbinger named Signora. Regarding fluctuations when prime ice constructs are made, yeah, half a day. That was Portinella that made that decree. He was like, work shall halt for half a day during the Winter Nights trailer. Regarding fluctuations when prime ice constructs are made, as I thought, recently collected data indicate that abnormal energy field fluctuations occur around you from time to time. My investigations indicate that they are produced when you execute the condensation process to build prime ice constructs. So, are the prime ice constructs I build special somehow? Will they explode? Are they special somehow? Inspections indicate that the prime ice constructs you build are not special in and of themselves. In fact, these special fluctuations appear to be caused by the condensation itself. You seem to be able to give form to some unobservable possibility through this step. The condensation you perform here has resulted in the chance that many worlds across the realm of possibility will also feature a prime ice construct in that location. Not sure I get it. It is fine if you do not understand. No one can see the realm of possibility, as this is little different from directly beholding the abyss. You may simply think of this as speculation concerning the abnormal energy field fluctuations. Please continue using the prime ice construction function. Maybe we will be able to engage in more detailed analysis if given more data. Per maybe haps. Should I really come with you? Of course! Of course you should! Take a break at the People of the Springs.
The sun feels almost as hot as those studio lights I'm in front of all the time. Good thing there can only be one sun.
But multiple moons. All right, that does it for me. I would have gone a little bit longer. I'm developing a really severe migraine. I'm not really sure why. Just kind of came on super suddenly. Let's see. Usual rest day, Saturday and Sunday. We're gonna have to plan ahead for Act 2. Yeah. Excuse me. These world quests, should we attempt a world quest next time? Because I'm gonna have to plan ahead IRL work, and that kind of stuff. Again, I'm fortunate enough to make my own schedule, so it's not as difficult as if I was still working retail or as a mechanic. But those world quests, maybe we can hop into one of those. Maybe we also don't want to neglect Enfield and Zenless either. We'll probably treat Act 2 as we did Nod Cry Act 8, where there's not a clean, if there's not a super clean break in there, I'll just know, okay, I'll do my dailies, use my resin, that kind of stuff before stream. We'll hop into it, and then in the middle we'll have a break in the middle. So maybe 4 hours in the can one time, 4 hours in the can the next time, to complete that quest line. Just Act 1 constituted 3 streams, and it was a 5-hour stream, a 4-hour stream, and then the first part of the stream, which was maybe like 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. If that was Act 1, Act 2, so we'll try to plan ahead for that. But regardless, we have a lot to do in next time we're in. Probably will be Genshin on Monday. Hopping back, maybe do a war quest or something like that. But we also have some stuff I want to do in Zenless and Enfield as well. Because there's so much to do in Snezhnaya, though, I might make a day where we do one stream that's both Zenless and Enfield, just doing small things in each game. So I'll let you know. Be good to each other. Drink water. Love you lots. Thanks again. Bye-bye.